What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, Guitarjamz.com. Real happy to be back. Going to give you a classic soloing lesson right now. Also, I have a site called Guitarjamz.com. You can click the link below, and you can try the site for free for 3 days just to check it out if you want to get deeper into playing guitar, and it helps support all these free lessons, and I really appreciate it. But let's get to this lesson right now. Here we go. Alright, this classic solo takes place in the B minor scale. You could call it B Aeolian, or you could call it the B natural minor scale. Also, it's all the exact same notes as the D major scale. So however you can think of that, it's very helpful to know that, as opposed to just, where to put your fingers. Also, I learned it by ear, so the notes are correct, but for instance, like a B note is the same note here, or the same note here. So what I'm trying to say is there might be a little spot that's, not the spot where he did it, but it's the same note, so bear with me on that. We're going to go like this. First phrase. And we're going to do 2-4 on the D, 2-4 on the G. This one I'm hammering on. Then I go to the 2 on the G. And then when I get to that 4, I'm going to bend it up and bring it back down. Okay, then a pull off from 3 to 2 on the B to a B note. And I'm playing it right there because I can give it vibrato, I can control how long it rings out. I've seen other people or tabs and things where you play the open string. I'm going to teach it like this. 3-2 to 4 on the G. Then that same beginning thing, but to the 2 on the G. So it's from the top. Then I hit it twice, once, and then the pull off to that B note again, and that's that whole first phrase. Okay, next we're going to do some pulls and slides, and I'm going to go up to the 11th fret on the G, pull it to the 9th, and then a slide down a whole step. Then the same thing, half step slide, so. And you kind of don't hear the slide. Once you're here, we're going to pull with the middle finger to the first, whole step down again. So you've got 11 to 9, down a whole step, then 9, 7, 6, then 7, 6, 4, then 6, 4, 2. Then we're going to hit that 2, and then hammer onto the 4. So it's. From the top. That note again. In that spot, so it's 2, 3, 2, 4 on the G, 2, pull off from 3, 2 on the G, and then hammered up to the 4. So from here. real slow. Up to 11. That note again. 2, 3, 2, 2, 4. All right. That's the next phrase. Okay, so this next thing's kind of a, you'd call it a rake or a sweep. And we're actually playing a B minor triad all the way up here where our ring finger's on the 16th fret, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th fret of the G string, 16, 15, 14. And the really proper sweep is after you hit the note, we're just raking our pick across. But what we do is we kind of go like this. After we hit each note, we take the finger off. And it gives it that sweeping sound. As opposed to, which sounds more like a chord ringing out, we want it to sound like separate notes. And this is something that you can add in, any minor solo. So then we're getting our pinky all the way to the 19th fret of the high E string right there. Then pinky goes down a whole step to the 17th fret, 15, 14, 15, then 15 on the B. So it's okay, this next part, like I said, I just learned it with my ear. I'm not sure where he was doing it, but the easiest way I found would be and so we're going 12, 11, 12 on the D string with a pull off. Then 14, 12 on the D. So we got, which is 12, 11, 12. 14, 12, 14, 16, 14, 16, then 17, and we're sliding back down to 16. Almost there. And this all comes from the same B minor scale that we were playing up here. The B note, the root's right there. There's the B right there. And so we go 14 to, so we go 14 to 17 on the A string. then 16, 17 on the D string. And I'm just hammering it. 14 on the G. So we've got then the same thing on the A string and the D string, but then now the 16 on the G. So it's like a pattern. Oh, oops, sorry. Same thing again on the A and the D string. But now we're going all the way up to the 14 on the B. We have to go 14, 15, slide up a whole step to 17, back down, 15, 14, then 16 on the G, then 14 on the B twice, then 15, then 16 on the G. And that is it. Now let's do the whole thing from the top real slow. Alright, hope you had fun. Classic lesson that's actually not too hard. Lots of good minor techniques in there. Hope you enjoyed it. You can always check out Guitarjamz, link below. Appreciate it, and we'll see you in another lesson real soon. Take care.